Hey guys, welcome to oh my gosh, the July 4th Capricorn lunar eclipse. Hey everybody, oh my gosh, we're all here, awesome, awesome, oh my goodness, y'all been like, was that a little chit chat, huh? Okay, cool. Hey everyone, welcome. This is our live, and we're super excited. So I feel like I can go ahead and like just jump into this. How's everyone doing? First of all, how's everyone doing? I feel like it's been so long since I've talked to you guys. How have you guys been doing with the first couple eclipses? Hi Debbie, Alice Mondo, Trisha, Heather, Dragon Emperor, Marley. Oh my gosh. C. Hey. Yeah. Okay. So, guys, this is the last eclipse in this little season. Hey, Chris. Hey, Ray and Jeff. Hello. I love you guys so much. Hey, little sunshine. Jack Manos. I love you guys. Totally overshot my confidence for this eclipse. Seabed. That's okay. That's okay. We're gonna get it. Hey everybody! Oh, I love every single one of you guys. You have no idea, no idea. And guys, it's okay. We're the boo boos. We're gonna make it. I have it all, guys. Trust me. I got you. I got you. I wrote you guys this like. There's even another one actually. More. I wrote this little love letter for this eclipse. We're gonna get through this. Oh my gosh! I just chopped my hair today. Really chop and thought of you and giggled. I was like, I'm with you, Natalie. Thank you so much. You know, is it Ben? I feel like that's Benjamin. Benjamin, thank you so much. Mondo, oh, thank you guys so much. You guys are so sweet. We love you back, Natalie. Natalee. Cappy too. Cameo Nicole. Yeah. Hey, Wally. Fraz. I missed you guys too. Okay, Cappies. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's totally okay that we overshot our confidence, that we went one way. We're gonna get through all of that. Okay, so Troy needs a haircut. You guys, I cut what we see. I don't know what the back looks like. I don't know what. So Jasmine, thank you, Chris. Jasmine, yay, thank you, Jasmine. Sheila, Cappy, love. Okay. All right, let's jump into this because I feel like we could use some of this. Oh, Cameo Nicole, thank you so much, guys, for the soup. Thank you guys for the super chats. I really appreciate it. Thank you. The Artigan really appreciates it. Jasmine, yay. Jade Mystic, all those hearts. Thank you for all the love, photons, you guys. I'm sending them right back into the internet to you guys. So I'm thinking Jasmine, but this is, to me is I love that. That's kind of cool, actually. I like that a lot. Okay, guys, so this full moon penumbral lunar eclipse, 13 degrees Capricorn. Oh, see, you're too sweet. Thank you so much. You guys have such good hearts, and like it's so honestly, you guys, when I just like got obsessed with saving the world and creating this community, obviously I'm psychic, but finding you guys and being with you guys. Tell us something good, Madam President. Okay, here we go. So I love sharing this with you guys. This is basically the culmination of this theme. So wherever Capricorn is in your chart, that's your theme. The Capricorn Cancer eclipse, that's the theme. For the past couple of years, this eclipse, it activates like the highest degree of intensity in a set of circumstances right now. So it's going to pop off. It really, really is. It's going to, oh, let me read you the headlines first. Okay, so the headline, Karma Trophy or Karma Coal. Yeah. Heavy hope, calculate, be who you came here to be, and then power and purity. This was a weird, getting this all organized for you guys. So now, regardless of the details of your current circumstances, the energy has been working at totally transforming these areas of your life since about July 2018, December 2017, going all the way back to 2008. Okay. This eclipse does herald the beginning of the end of this very valuable Capricorn restructuring energy. So, I mean, restructuring is like the pretty word. How you've been living it, how you've been experiencing it is like total destruction, chaos. rug being pulled out from under you, things falling apart, relationships falling apart, losing your job, being homeless. It's been change after change after change, and it's been just like catastrophe after catastrophe. It's just been like you could even be like re-traumatized through all of this. Like even if you're like an adult going through adult life and you thought you put like all your child trauma behind, you can even be like re-traumatized since '08. That's Pluto. That's Pluto. Cheers, Pluto. So the fact that we all made it to this live is like, yes, okay. So give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself a pat on the back. Okay, because it's like, yeah, I just wanted to give you some words and acknowledge all the pain that you've been going through, because it's been just Capricorn grinds you. It just grinds it and grinds it and grinds you, and it's like forcing you to like be a diamond. So it's like, I don't want to be a diamond. I just want to be weak and vulnerable. I just want to be. No. Capricorn, this lunar eclipse, no. The moon is very, everything is weak here. Everything is weak except Mars. Even the sun's right behind Leo, where, it's like, it's not like comfortable. It's in Cancer. It's not shiny, so it's like a very harsh time right now. So be very gentle with yourself. Be very kind to yourself, okay? Now, it's result time. Results of how we've done thus far will be illuminated now, as well as where we have fallen short, failed to meet our own expectations. This will be felt in the realm of personal responsibility. It should be right out there. You will feel grateful to your past self for sacrificing short-term comfort in favor of long-term success, where you did that, where you made those sacrifices, where you did do the work, and you're like, fine, I'll do it. You'll be grateful to yourself now for when you did that before, and you will feel disappointed. That's such a Capricorn word, disappointed, right? It's worse than being mad. It's being disappointing, the Capricorn. You will feel disappointed in yourself for where you blamed others and neglected to take responsibility to improve those conditions in your life, which may be giving you grief now. So the things that you were like, that's not even my fault, that's your fault, that's you, that's my parents, that's my evil family, my evil upbringing, that's my evil coworker, that's the world, that's life, that has no, I'm blaming you. I don't want anything to do with this. It's not my fault. It's not my bag. Blah 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 blah. You're trying to like, no, that's what's going to be biting you now, when you're going to be looking back on that and saying, oh my God, I was right, but I should have taken responsibility for improving the situation moving forward, and I didn't. I just like, so that's going to disappoint you, wherever you were like, God, my ego, it just bit me in my butt, or oh man, my anger, or oh man, my fears, or oh man, I didn't want to be vulnerable, so I just dipped. I didn't want to be open with anyone. I did, or whatever it was, whatever it is, you just dipped, and you're going to be a little bit disappointed with yourself now. We're going to get through this. I have solutions for all this, so don't worry. Stay with me here, okay? I know it's like a hard, to face. Whew, okay. Eclipses always have a second act. Okay, there always is a second act with eclipses, and they just reveal over time. It'll reveal more and more information, more and more things that you need to know to be able to make better decisions moving forward. So while the next 6 months will be more difficult than the last 6 months, I'm very sorry to be the one to give you that news, but I am very Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn. I have a Capricorn stellium. So if there's any mama bear that's going to help you get through this, it's going to be Capricorn. You're going to want the responsible people. You're going to want the responsibility vibe. That's going to, align with that. You'll have a better time of this, a better support system too. So while the next 6 months will be more difficult than the last 6 months, you must simply use the last of this energy to make your final adjustments, restructuring that area of your life. So see, it's awesome that you know that. Like, if you can identify it like C can, you are so ahead of the curve here, because there's still people out there right now that have no interest in this stuff, or they're just like flying blind. They're just living life like without having the benefit of all this that we have, that can't even figure that part out. And they're going to be feeling the pain and not knowing where it comes from, feeling the pain and not able to, like, that cognitive dissonance to be like, that was me. It's more difficult. To be very grateful for yourself that you've got this little system here. When you see that, when you see where you could have done better, you still have time to fix it. You still have time over the next 6 months to make that the way you really want it, to make it to fix that part of your life, fix those relationships, fix those circumstances. You have your second chance. This is the last 6 months. This energy, it's like, it's powerful too. So it's like none of us are going to be able to escape this like heaviness. Okay. This, while hopefully enjoying the fruits of your labor. So hopefully the work that you've done when everything started blowing up in your life 2 years ago, or since 2008, so you should get credit for making it to the live stream. You should have karma credit for making it to like right here, right now, and surviving up to this point. So hopefully there will be some fruits of your labor, because with Saturn, what you earn, you get. So hopefully there's somewhere that you set yourself up for enjoying some of this karma returning to you. So hopefully there's a little bit of a balance there. Okay, you have until December 17th to make the last, most important, meaningful changes, because these changes will last. In your life, we're just talking about you in your personal life here. This Capricorn eclipse asks, did you do the work? And has zero interest in nurturing any hurt feelings or bruised egos or lame excuses. So you really want to be your own mother here, because this lunar eclipse is not acting like a mother in any way, shape, or form. It's acting like an unforgiving, patriarchal father figure. And that's not what the moon wants. The moon wants to just like feel better. The moon doesn't want to be told you didn't take responsibility. The moon doesn't want to be told you're to blame for your own mistakes or whatever. The moon just wants to feel better. Give me a chocolate bar, right? So, yeah. Okay, so let's move forward. So that's your lunar eclipse. The moon, and I'm going to say it just in case anyone is studying astrology, the moon conjunct Jupiter retrograde will amplify any harsh judgments or any depression or any pessimism if you don't like what this eclipse reveals to you. So just be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout if that's kind of creeping up, because that's more actually Sagittarius South Node trappery right there. You don't want to make judgments. You don't want to get involved with that stuff. That's one expression of that energy. Or this will amplify any inner spiritual wisdom that can empower you. And remember, you guys steer this energy. You guys make the choice of like, shit, am I going to feel really bad about myself, or am I going to try to alchemize this pain into providence and make that like wisdom? So it's up to you, and you might even go back and forth between that. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Okay. That's right. This lunar eclipse, it's also a very draining time. So if you're a Capricorn sun, moon, rising, you need, even me personally, it's like a shot. My energy, it takes so much more energy to do the most simplest things, simplest energy, where it just takes so much more for me to just recharge. So if you are in that space, take the time to recharge. Let yourself be vulnerable to need more rest, to build that strength back up. It's worth it. Okay. Yeah, the moon doesn't feel comfortable in Capricorn. So unless you're familiar with handling the sensation of crippling defeat and self-critical, masochistic, if you're a Capricorn sun, moon, or ascendant, I'm just kidding. That's like That's a joke. But yeah, if people are not normally used to that energy, Capricorns we're hard on ourselves, real harsh. We grind ourselves. We grind. It's like, how much can we grind? How much can we get done? How much can we? It's like this real. It's weird, but like me, and I notice other Capricorns, we like trail mix. We like hard grains. I grind my teeth at night. A lot of Capricorns are teeth grinders. It's like the physical manifestation of the energies that we channel. We channel this like grinding energy. So, so mentally, emotionally, we do that to ourselves. It's like but okay, let's move forward. All right. I have a lot here, so I don't. Okay, a lot to go through here. Okay. So yeah, so if you're used to like the warm mud of depression, I feel like you will handle this better because you're more familiar with that, and then you'll be kinder to yourself. But I feel like this would definitely is definitely going to traumatize certain people, especially with everything else. Let me get through this. All right. So there's a lot more to cover. Okay, so the sun is actually conjuncting Mercury retrograde. What's that mean? The guidance here is to remember. Remember, use your emotional memory to remember what you feel connected to on an authentic level. Authentically. Very nostalgic. Cancer, very nostalgic. Also superstitious. Remember your cherished traditions and the relationships that pass this test of integrity. This full moon lunar eclipse in Capricorn is going to show you, it's a test of integrity. It's going to show you your personal integrity. It's going to show you other people's personal. It's going to show it's a test of personal integrity. Capricorn, being born a Capricorn, Capricorn anywhere in your chart, your personal integrity is being put to the test. Okay. So the sun with this in Cancer with Mercury retrograding, it's showing you where and what is really meant to stay with you, because this moon won't let you hold on to what's not good for you anymore. Okay, this test of integrity is in opposition to the no BS Capricorn moon. Capricorn moon, no BS. No BS. Okay, it should be really clear what is really important to you to preserve and what was just a false sense of security. So you're going to remember what wasn't real. You're going to remember what was a false sense, like your blanket, your baby blanket. Oh, that was nothing. That relationship was nothing to me. That person, that situation, that wasn't lasting. Okay, you get the idea. If there are past situations or people returning coming up now, which is Wand for Mercury retrograde, Saturn ruling this eclipse says step up your personal responsibility and to hold yourself lovingly and accountable. So if there's anything coming up from the past where you're looking at your own personal integrity and you're like, make sure you own up to it. Make sure you say, you know what, this is my personal integrity. This isn't about this other person. It's not about the situation. It's about me and how I see myself and how I move in my life. And I want to make this right. I have, tie up the loose ends here. Tie up your loose ends. Okay, this is interesting. Mars is conjuncting Chiron, forming a T-square to both the sun and the moon in Mercury retrograde. We've talked a little bit about T-squares here before. Any unpleasant scenarios that you've been avoiding will demand your attention at this time. This is like, here's your moon, here's your sun and Mercury, and here's Mars squaring the moon. Here's Mars squaring the sun and Mercury. So it's in opposition, being agitated by these double squares. And look what I have over here. The answer. There's the answer. So in between this, like the sun and the moon and like trying to do all that, you have this, and these are all cardinal energies. You have this The only thing really moving and powerful in the sky right now, it's Uranus, it's Mars. Everything else is like super weak. Moon's uncomfortable, sun's uncomfortable, everything's retrograde. Venus is direct, but like is still drinking her coffee. Mars is in his home sign, has a lot to say with Chiron, all that wounds, a lot of wounds here, is saying, I want your attention. You don't focus on the moon, don't focus on Capricorn, don't focus on Cancer. It's about me. It's about my needs and my past, and my hurt and my pain and my justice. It's like, whoa, Mars, whoa there, whoa, buddy, hold on there. Okay, so that's the T-square energy. Any unpleasant scenarios you've been avoiding, if you've been avoiding them, they'll just flare up. It's gonna tower moment. You will be faced and forced. This is a forceful energy. It has to bust. It has to break. It has to pop. It'll force you to make a decision or take action or get off the fence and stop procrastinating if that's been your thing about something. Wherever Aries is in your chart, there's something there. There's something there, okay? The T-square energy can be very forceful and unstoppable. Unstoppable. This T-square in this lunation with Mars and Aries conjunct Chiron tells me that this is a particularly ruthless one. It's it's really ruthless. In all cardinal signs, be really careful for mad grabs for power. Be careful for egos. It's very leadershipy. It's everyone's going to want to take press, to be in front. But what you will want, like I showed you the answer, you'll want to be Libra. You be Venus. You be the most diplomatic person. Channel that energy. Put energy there and be only diplomatic in all of your dealings. Focus on fairness. Focus on fairness. Be very diplomatic. I want to go into a tangent so bad. I really got to stay focused here. Okay. And it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy at all. Mars in Aries is like really penetrating. It's not going to be easy. So just be prepared, but keep that in your mind. Keep it in. I actually, the other day, I wrote the little symbol for Libra right here, and I write on my hands but that's like old school. I don't know. But put it in your phone. Print out pictures, draw pictures, tape them up on your bed. Do whatever you've got to do, because this is all going to seep into your subconscious. But in the moment, when you're on the phone with your relative, when you're masked face to face with your employer or whatever, you might want to pop off. Because you have wounds too, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, let's move forward. The North Node is in 29-degree Gemini. That's our karmic direction. Our karmic direction is pointed towards gathering information locally in our own lives, what we can control. Orient your energy there, or in that kind of that attitude. Don't fall for the South Node in Sagittarius. I'm going to go travel the world. I'm going to be idealistic. That's where heavy hope comes into play. I'm going to hope this all works out and resolves itself. For me, the South Node, and just a personal thing for me, the South Node in Sagittarius pool is like, and this is, but also I'm getting psychic downloads, and I shared a little bit of that with you guys before about like global leaders and stuff. Like that's for me, like I need to make sure that I don't get too much into this, because that's very Sagittarian. Not so much the judgment part, but just like that. Okay, I can't digress because there's other stuff. Okay, hold on. Let's focus back on like one person at a time. Okay. This eclipse will show the consequences of those over idealistic fallacies. Like in the last 6 months, if you've been very South Node in Sagittarius, the reality is going to hit where you were over idealistic, where it was a fallacy, where it was just a hope, where it was just falling apart. It's got to fall apart so that you can like see like, oh my God, Okay, so we can fix it. We're going to fix it. Don't worry. The moon is quincunx. It's like that, kind of. Moon is, I get like pen marks and I don't even know how. That's just writer stuff. The moon is quincunx Venus. Okay, what that means, this lunar eclipse is quincunx Venus. There's zero understanding between these two energies of the moon in Capricorn and Venus direct but hobbly in Gemini. Whatever you've recently learned that you value, or whatever you've recently learned not to take for granted during Venus retrograde, because Venus retrograde was about like, what do we value? What people do we really value? Is this person really your friend, or were they just someone that you would shoot the breeze with, getting your morning coffee on the way to work every morning, and you follow each other on social media, but are they like really your friend? Like, how much time did you waste talking to that person if now they reveal there's like not even a real relationship? Stuff like that. I think I did a video on that already, like a while ago with the Venus retrograde. So, but whatever you've learned coming out of this Venus, and you'll be getting more information, what that is. This lunar eclipse in Capricorn, couldn't care less. So Capricorn, doesn't care. So they're still connecting in this weird quincunx energy, right? They're out of sign, they're out of element, they're out of modal. Like everything's different, very different. So why even make a connection, right? What this means is, hold on, what is my writing saying here? Hold on, I gotta read my own handwriting. Okay, I know what it means. Don't worry. The way forward is to compartmentalize. It's challenging energy because this lunar eclipse is going to be pulling you, but this Venus going direct is like, but I realize that I love pottery again and I want to just play the guitar all day. Or it's like, I want to start a farm. I want to raise duck quail. I want to hatch little baby chickies. That's what I really want to do with my hobby time. The full moon lunar eclipse is like, stop, don't, it doesn't care. So you just have to compartmentalize. Like whatever Venus is showing you, you just set up your life to like take care of that and cherish it, value it, set it up. And then this lunar eclipse matter in Capricorn is a separate thing that you deal with. So that's how to integrate, because not everything needs to be or wants to be integrated. Like in an opposition, you got to compromise, right? With a square, you got to take action, you got to make a move. But with the quincunx, you just compartmentalize, you accept that they're different, you accept that it's like, and then you move forward. Okay, cool. The moon, this lunar eclipse is trining Uranus. Expect surprises. Guaranteed surprises. Guaranteed. Okay, let's move on. The sun is sextiling Uranus and the sun is trining Neptune. So there's your humble, vulnerable, weepy sun. Through compassion, see or create a new opportunity, a way forward. So you want to lean into the energy that I was just mocking just right now. I'm sorry. I was just making a joke. It's like a Capricorn humor thing. So trining Neptune, that's the water word. That's where you get the compassion. And then sextiling Uranus, like there's stuff opening up. So there's this way huge element. Uranus is in a new decan in Taurus. That's like a whole new financial era. That's a whole new level. Okay, so this lunar eclipse, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, let's keep going. So Mars is sextiling Venus and Mars is sextiling Saturn. I love a Venus Saturn. I know that's not popular, but I really do. This Mars Chiron combustion point needs to pop in order to build a better long-term foundation. Okay, that Mars is what's aggravating this is what this T-square is, like this opposition, those squares, it's like all funneling into that Mars. It's all it's all putting into Mars, and Mars is sextiling, and Mars is saying hey to Venus, is saying hey to Saturn. So this pain, this way forward really is in your best interest to deal with this. It's like forcing you to deal with this. You don't have a choice, but it's really in your best interest to deal with it, because it has this need. You can't ignore it anymore. You put your kid off all night for like hours, and now that kid is like blow up time, and you have to drop everything to go and handle this psychotic little person. I'm just kidding. Okay. So fix the wound, tend to the wound first. It'll be showing itself to you. Mercury retrograde sextiling Uranus. So there could even be a missed opportunity from the past that could resurface. You could be resurfacing it. You could be dredging something up from the past saying, you know what? Where's all this pen mark from? That you could be bringing something up from the past saying, you know what, that business idea, I tried like 45 times and it failed 45 times, but like I feel like I really got it now. Let's take a look. Let's see. Let's try it. Or a relationship for some of you, or, you know, karmic stuff. This is all extremely karmic, and I'll get to that too. Could resurface for another chance. So you could get a second chance at something, or you could be giving someone else a second chance or something. Venus trine Saturn. Firm up what you've recently realized or are continuing to see what you value. What this whole Venus retrograde has been about for all of us, right? Give this value structure. Put work into it. Actually, it's a trine, so there really shouldn't be any work involved, but I'm going to tell you, because I'm a Capricorn, to put work into it, because then you can just maximize it even more. And we like that. Okay, so what else do I have here? Put work into it. Is it a relationship or a connection, a place? Investing in this now will give you a lot back and only add more and more value to your life, as Saturn will reveal to you in the fullness of time. And that's what we do with Capricorn energy. We use time. It's like its own magic, because time isn't real. It's not linear, it spirals. I used to say that a lot in my early days. All right, we made it. We made it. We made it. That's basically what we've got going on. That's now, next 7 to 10 days, over the next 6 months. Okay. So in the Patreon, what I'll do is I'll go through sign by sign and talk about all of this in how it relates to you for your life. So a Capricorn special, all Capricorns across the board. Actually, if you're Capricorn, Libra, Cancer, or Aries, you are heavily affected by this, like a lot. If you're a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, a special note for you that you are ascending. You are on this ascension. You are in this, like, okay? So you've had the worst of it, which means that you've had the best of it. Because those, you know, you were born a Capricorn to embody the highest expression of Capricorn energy. And it's hard, and it's a long, hard road. So this is a crowning moment for you, where you will get, okay, okay, here we go. Karmic trophies or karmic coal. Yes. Now we're on the last page. Okay. Capricorn rules achievement, accolades, awards, fame, recognition, respect, legacies, big business, seriousness, and solidarity. 7 to 10 days from today, Saturday, July 4th, and over the next 6 months, some of you will see massive gains. Massive gains. If it is number one, your karma, your personal natal energies, if you're natally programmed for this, and number two, if you've done the work. because this is the beginning of the end of a 2-year karmic project, so to speak. You're likely far, far better now than you were a couple years ago. I am. Raise your hand if you are too. You are. Okay. Whew. Yet you're not all the way to the finish line. This is the last leg. This is the last of the finish line before you cross the finish line, okay? So hopefully we're just talking a few yet very meaningful changes from now till December 17th, and hopefully that you can enjoy some rewards while you work. I'm hoping for you that it's a balance where you're getting good karma and you're working on creating, hopefully it's like, but there's going to be something demanding your attention in that Aries area of your life, okay? Regardless, there's different ways that can manifest. So it doesn't need to be negative that this Mars conjunct Chiron in Aries is an attack or a force like that makes you uncomfortable. It could just be invigorating. It could just be, it depends on your karma and the work that you've done up until now and your perspective and how you're seeing things now. Truly. So it doesn't have to be a crisis. It doesn't have to be painful. It's okay. Okay. However, results are results. It's not personal. It really, really is not personal. It's really, really not. And I implore you to see that if it feels like it's personal, and when keeping this in your mind, when you're talking to other people, when you're talking to other individuals, when you're listening to them on how they talk about their life, how they talk about their problems, if you feel like it's personal, it's likely it's that same self-victimizing perspective that blocked you from figuring out how to move forward on your own terms. Instead of let time shuffle you along, hoping for the best, without taking any responsibility and then blaming others or blaming the world when karma returns to you the fruits of your efforts, which will have been zero. Because you were upset and you were blaming others and you were depressed and you couldn't see the way forward. You couldn't be in the right feeling, the right mindset, the right energy to see everything clearly and move your way forward. Because you were in pain, you were hurt, you were depressed, you were blaming, you were projecting. Okay? So those results are in right now. And you're going to be seeing that. But you can still make it better. I'm getting there. I swear I'm getting there. Okay? Okay. This also has to do with your own expectations. So that's a Capricorn thing too. If you find some summer coal this July, this is what to do. This is let me drink my sip of my coffee. This is what you do. This is a solution. This is what you do from now until December 17th. If you find some things that you don't like, if you see something you don't like in your life. Number 1, let weak things crumble. Jobs, relationships, behaviors and personality traits, lifestyles, living situations, let it go. Let it crumble. Let it crumble. This lunar eclipse with this, like, if anything's falling apart and crumbling, let it go. Let it crumble. We're so past trying to hold up towers. Like, release and let go. Number 2, bookmark anything and everything out of the ordinary, as this could be a foreshadowing of things to come. So especially in the 7 to 10 days now moving forward, if you get an obscure little email, if you see, pay attention to anything outside of the ordinary, even if it's not an immediate, like for instance, if it's not like an immediate trophy, an immediate accolade or award, but it's like a hint of it, or it's like a hint of, pay attention to that. or karmic coal. If you're seeing something that's out of the ordinary and it's like not going in an area that you like ideally want, pay attention to that too, because it could be a foreshadowing of, because remember, eclipses reveal more and more over time. Mercury's still retrograde, so you're not going to have all of the information. So that's why that South Node in Sagittarius is going to want you to make a judgment on things right away. Judge it. But that's not the guidance. The guidance is to be more Geminian, reserve judgment and collect information. So bookmark stuff. Look at your life and just like go through. I'm not saying go through your life like shifty eyes, but just pay attention if anything out of the ordinary pops up, that it's a clue. It could be a foreshadowing of what's to come. Okay. Number 3, focus on your ideal turnaround, improvement, or outcome. Really visualize and see it in your mind's eye. Focus on that. Use the gravitational pull of your mind. Use the gravitational pull of your mind. Meditate. Clear out everything that's not that image. If you're remembering the past, or if you have to revisit some trauma, you don't hold on to it, because your mind is a little itty bitty little gravitational pull. There's electricity. You have your own little electromagnetic field. Okay. You can. Okay, I don't want to digress again. Okay. Number 4. Use astrology, which is exactly what you're doing here today. Use this, replay this whenever you're feeling lost or overwhelmed. Bookmark the video over the next 6 months or over the next 7 to 10 days. Because when you're far from this realism, when you're far from this reality, you need to come back to it. You can go out to figure out your way back, but you got to figure out your way back. But sometimes we need to put distance to it. We need to relearn something. We need to rediscover something. So if you're feeling really like restless or upset or competitive or jealous or just like restless, you need to take a step away from everything and rediscover your purpose. If you're feeling depressed and low self-confidence and you're fearful and you fear loss from change, you need to take a step back from people and everything and reconnect with yourself. Okay, I'm digressing again. Use astrology. Go to astro.com, free horoscopes. It's right underneath the little logo. Well, that's a weird thing. Free horoscopes, personal daily horoscope. Under free horoscopes, you go down, it's right underneath that personal daily horoscopes. You put in your information. Why do I do everything with my hand? You put in your information, your birth information into that. You make a little profile on the website. They do a personalized horoscope. It's like general, mundane, and love. Even the little free part, it's really good guidance. So that's like a daily thing. I'm going to be doing these weekly. I like this weekly. Okay. So my channel, we're going to do weekly horoscopes. It's going to be, you can see the one I did. It was pretty epic. I'm not going to address that here, but I'm going to be doing these weekly horoscopes on my page. Hopefully monthlies for each sign will come in August next month, but use the astrology. What is this astrology saying? This astrology is saying to be diplomatic, to withhold judgments, and to focus on gathering more information. Oh, that's right. I didn't go through all the headlines. Okay. So karma trophy, karma coal, we went through that. Hopefully it's an equal balance of both, where you get a little good karma, you get a little for everything that you did do. And while you work through the changes that you still have to make, those adjustments that you still have to make of that final restructuring till this energy moves on. Because this is intense. This is super intense. Okay. The heavy hope is that South Node in Sagittarius. Let go of hoping, idealizing. Deal with what's right in front of you. I'm telling you, this Capricorn moon doesn't want to hear it. This Capricorn moon doesn't want to hear it, man. This Capricorn moon don't mess around. Okay, so how do we get out of this? How do we like move forward? Calculate. You want to be calculating at this time. And I know it sounds like something Dr. Evil would say, but it's the truth, especially with all this Capricorn energy. You want to use the high vibrational Capricorn energy. You want to be full of your own integrity, maintain your own authority, be confident, but not a tyrant. You want to calculate your way forward in the strategy and the tactics to fix these issues, to fix whatever you got to fix. And for conflict resolution, what are we going to do, class? We're going to be Venus. Remember, write it on your hand. Venus. That's what I do. I write a little Libra symbol. So, it's in the corner of my eye when I'm doing stuff. I have Libra vibration coming off of my little hieroglyph right there. Keeps me like, settle down, Natalie, settle down. And that's what you're going to be doing too. You're going to say, okay, how am I going to diplomatically handle this? There's opportunities, there's surprises, there's a connection to Uranus. Okay, I'm going to take a pause. Take a little pause. Does anybody have any questions over what I've covered so far? I'll give you a moment here. Natalie, did you take some pills? I did. I took my probiotic. I just started a probiotic for gut health. Sun and Cancer, maybe. Cancer rules the stomach. And I took immunity pills. Oh, I know what you mean now. I get it. No, this is, okay, a little bit about me, you guys. This Mars and Aries transit's going to last until like the beginning of January 2021. Mars is going to go retrograde. Mars, okay, so the same Mars that's like stirring the pot and saying, pay attention to my pain, pay attention to my wounds, fix this issue. It's that same energy that's going to go retrograde, and then it's going to go forward, and it's going to go back and forth, agitating all this all over again, like the rest of the 6 months. That's why I'm telling you, the next 6 months is going to be harder than the last 6 months. This Mars ain't going to let it go. This Mars wants what it wants. Oh, that's right, about me. No. Capricorn Emperor, what you're seeing is my natal Mars energy coming forth through my Capricorn Sun. My Mars is in Aries. Haha. Oh, okay. Oh, Bob Marley. All right. Are you going to spill the beans on any psychic slips? All right, guys. Globally, it's been for me, I'm trying to focus on not being too much in the news cycles because that's very South Node and Sagittarius. But it's in balance with the psychic downloads that I am getting because I have accidentally astral traveled to some other countries into some important rooms. And so that's actually what started some of the tunneling into YouTube news cycle world. Okay, see? It's all C baby, the real C baby. All right. I'm talking about like, okay, for any Capricorns, if you're watching this like from now until December 17th and you're having a rough time, if you're a Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, you are not having as hard of a time as December 25th Capricorn. Do you guys know what that is? I don't want it in my vibration of my video. I don't know how to spell it. Yep. Talk about karma. Talk about karma. Look at that. Look at that. December, she's December 25th Capricorn, I believe. So if you think you're having a rough Capricorn lunar eclipse, she's having a worse one. So globally, I am a little like uncomfortable with this 29th degree of Saturn point, to be honest, to be part of this lunation right there with Pluto. When Saturn was in Aquarius, it was all let's support the people, let's aid the people, give the people help, and this and that. We got like one check, right? Now that Saturn's in Capricorn, it's like, let's take care of the businesses, let's bail out banks, let's, it's like, it's a little bit shadow governmenty. Okay, so there's like shadowy stuff that we don't see happening now, things that are being revealed about shadowy things that happened in the past that we did not see in the past coming to light. All right, globally. And this, like I said, this is, remember, the fullest it gets. This lunar, it's a culmination point. So, and actually from my last week's horoscope for last week about, okay, Jupiter conjunct Pluto, that's like all year. And with Saturn moving back into Capricorn, like, talk about the gate coming down, talk about mad grabs for power. And you know what we saw last week? We saw Hong Kong, we saw the vote in Russia. All right, so I'll stop there. Let's see. Let's see. How does this affect the Scorpio energy? Thank you, creative air, wind, fire. Let's take a look. Scorpio. How does this affect Scorpio energy? 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh. All right, Scorpio. Ooh, that's kind of shadowy. Yeah, Scorpios, it's going to be how you communicate. It's going to be locally. It's going to be about taking responsibility for, Scorpio energy. You can experience like anything you've said in the past kind of coming back, or anything you didn't say in the past coming back. And as a matter of fact, remember, guys, this is all very karmic. So as far as like the most positive, because listen, there could be, like I said, massive gains here, massive gains. So it has to be in your karma, and then it gets triggered with this kind of energy. So it's like you're going to see that nationally, you're going to see that on the global stage, you're going to see it in your individual life, you're going to see some things doing really, really, really great, some other things plummeting to the very bottom. And Scorpio with Pluto, it rules that intensity. And Pluto's here with Jupiter, and that's what that is. It's this all or nothing. There's like an all or nothing energy about this, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. All right. It's been light bulb moment after light bulb moment, poised girl. That's good, because the more lights that get turned on, then you're so much more, empowered. So we really do need this kind of energy to show us. And I want you guys to focus on just your life, just your, getting comfortable, making yourself happy, fixing any unresolved issues with people, and just like setting yourself up to be like pretty content, pretty comfortable, and pretty happy while everything else kind of like happens. Total magical lady. Oh, Ray Nichols, can you do another sign video on political predictions or world predictions? Hearing that is fascinating to me. I think I might. I think I will, because it's like, I definitely would not if I had not accidentally astral traveled those couple times and been led to other information. Like, that's really probably, I'll be doing that as I'm guided, Ray, because it's like, I don't think that I would be having those experiences if it wasn't meant to be, you know what I'm saying, communicated. Oh, speaking on that kind of line, if anyone is like galactic, or if you're having experiences and anything, how do I even see? I'm not even proficient enough to talk about it to even refer you to someone that can. How does she talk about it? Something galactic. Water baby Tarot by Balmy Spirit. Hey, Kim, thank you. Oh, much gratitude. Love and light, Natalie. Oh, that's right. Happy Independence Day, everybody. Thank you, Kim. Oh, you're such a sweetheart. Bless all of you. If you want to track, I'll be doing like global politics and then American-centric politics and then individual 12 sign people. But if you guys want anything in terms of like, I don't know, galactic armies or something, I would check out Water Baby Tarot by Balmy Spirit. Also, number 4, when I say use astrology, look for astrologers on YouTube that have your similar astrology. So for instance, I attract a lot of Capricorns because I'm a super Capricorn. I have a stellium Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn, and that they're going to know the most about themselves in astrology. So they're going to be sharing. You're just going to, number one, resonate more with them, and then they will share more. We favor that because it's what starts our interest in astrology. It's like learning more about ourselves. And I think Water Baby Tarot has a Capricorn moon. She said that before, so I'm not like, I'm done. Okay. Lisa Smith, love Water Baby. Woohoo! It's Alyssa Hunter. It's galactic originated. See, yeah, you guys are all on the, okay, cool. Hey, Carl, my honor and spirulina and chlorella. It's very good for your body. It gives more chlorophyll to your cells in your body. Spirulina. I got to find, I was on that spirulina before and I just like stopped. Oh, thank you, Rada. Ramensa. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, blessings, blessings, and blessings. You guys are so sweet. Oh, from Ireland. Thank you, Marty. Oh my God, that's right. I can't believe it. All right, give me a second. This is all happening on America's birthday. Happy birthday, America. You ready for some cold, harsh truths? So basically, all you do is you turn the wheel. So you just turn the wheel to put Sag, because that's what America is, Sagittarius. And then we have how this is going to affect America. And you overlay that to America's natal chart. So this is part of America's solar return. I can't believe I forgot all of this part. Okay, so basically now we're in the America portion. So feel free to like pause me, come back later. This shouldn't be that long of a live, but let me just try to get this last part out. So this is part of America's solar return. What that means is that over this next year, this energy is going to be the signature energy that will determine the fate of this country. And it's going to be extreme. It's going to be massive, massive, massive changes. That's why I am uncomfortable with this shadowy Capricorn stuff, because Capricorn is evil. Sometimes, or it like rules that, you know, it's the devil card in tarot. It's like, so that's one expression of that. See, Capricorn is either the most spiritually evolved of the zodiac or it's the absolute devil. That's a choice you make, Cappies. You either stay in the nasty, murky waters with your fishtail, or you embody the goat and you to the top of the spiritual mountain. So as a nation, America, this is a big blow up time. This is going to determine where the country goes from here. And with this, in our second house, full moon, lunar eclipse in our second house, it's the house of values, it's the house of money. This could be the end of certain help or certain aid. You say, we don't have it, we don't have any money. This could be a culmination point where it's like the last. There's major restructuring happening here. There's a lot of difficulty with foreign relations. we're gonna, and be really careful because the virus is like, these are all the signatures of it. Mercury retrograde, signature for this pandemic. So is Jupiter and Pluto spreading it, and Neptune, and this has a connection to Neptune. Okay, so be prepared for that. I wouldn't be relying so much on, the country's going through its own painful growth period. So you really do want to rely on yourself as an individual and build up your life to be very independent, and like you maintain your inner security, your inner stability, so that even if something happens with the country that wipes away your job, wipes away your house, wipes away your family, that you've got to keep it together. You can't lose the plot. I know it's okay. Let's stop talking about that. That's kind of bleak. Let me see if there's anything else. All right, everybody. Chris Davis been living the hermit life. I like the hermit life. It's a pretty decent life. Okay, but so be very calculating. And the last that I'm going to leave you guys with before I move on to Patreon and we do the sign by sign breakdown of how this is all going to happen, and then I also pull tarot cards for every sign. Before I sign off, I'm going to remind you of the last headline, power and purity. With this Venus, with this Libra energy, that's the missing energy. You've got Capricorn lunar eclipse, the Sun conjunct Mercury retrograde in Cancer, Mars conjunct Chiron in Aries. There's that missing leg, that missing space, that missing energy. You are being tasked with the responsibility to live up to your integrity, be the person you came here to be, and be diplomatic. You know, speaking of like war, which I didn't say, but the best generals, the best military personnel, the military people are Libras and Libra risings. Research generals and strategists, and they're the best. So it's about being calculating and diplomatic and responsible and full of your own integrity. So think that way and stay away from self-pity, self-victimization, and stay away from idealization, hoping for a different outcome, deflecting responsibility. Stay away from all that jazz. Focus, and when you're lost or overwhelmed, focus on gathering information. Be practical. Try to take a practical approach and use that direct Venus going forward in Gemini as your own private little hideaway, your own private little sanctuary space where you can go to kind of rejuvenate yourself, rejuvenate your batteries, because this lunar eclipse doesn't give up. Nothing. All right, guys, I'm going to go on to Patreon. So my patrons, I'll see you very, very soon. I love you guys forever and ever and always. And I'll see you guys soon. I'll see you guys Monday for the horoscope for next week. I love you guys. Take care. Take care, my darlings. Mwah, darlings. Mwah, darlings. I love you guys forever and ever.